Take your kid's phone from them and check it. I don't care if they're screaming about they have rights. They don't have no fucking rights. This is safety first. And I'm going to tell you a story. And this is such a scary thing. And this is happening. I can speak about here in Florida. So I have a family member of mine. She has a son. He's 14 years old. And somewhere in the school system, he got an app from a friend. A friend told him to download an app. I'm trying to get the name of the app so I could give it to you guys. And he downloaded the app. This is yesterday I'm talking about. He downloaded the app and he's communicating with somebody on the app. This is late night. He's communicating with the person on the app. And the person is, I guess, pretending to be a...
Welcome to the Common Sense Philosophy Channel. Today's video is called Check Your Kids' Phones. Check your kids' phones. You should check your kids' phones. Oh man, this topic right here is hot because it depends if you're the kids or you're the parents. How you're going to see that. Also depend on what kind of childhood you had when you were a kid. Because you might think that, hey, I think it's a little too much to check my kids' stuff because my parents check my stuff and I don't like it. Or you felt like you were really good and it wasn't necessary. Other side is you could have been a wild kid and you was like, I understand why they was checking mine. Or you're wild and your parents didn't check it and that's why you got in a lot more trouble because you had nobody to help you with a boundary or a line to know you were getting too far out there. This is very serious when you start to look at even the concept of people are being lied to on the internet and meeting up with people and getting hurt because they don't understand how to discern certain situations. So I can see why a parent would want to check their child's phone. I actually get it. And I really, because the danger of it outweighs just the basic embarrassment of the child or you. Because, some parents, they say they check it. It might not have been no danger stuff in there, but it was just embarrassing what their kid was doing. They're saying these kids are living double lives. But I think that's kind of normal a little bit. And let me explain that. I think most kids are doing things that their parents might not know or want them to know. So, when you look at the whole thing, I kind of get it. I would say this, do what you think you need to do with your child because your child is yours. And most likely they're like you or the other parent. So I would just look at you and the other parent and say, hey, could there be some issues here? And if you feel like there's some issues, I don't see nothing wrong with checking it. So thanks for checking out the Common Sense Philosophy channel. Like and subscribe on your way out. Don't be afraid. Remember to use your common sense and don't be afraid to philosophize. This is a funny concept. Leave a message down after you check these videos out and let me see your outlook and your point because your voice is important too. All right? Talk to you guys later. Yep.
Female. And then they're like, we could exchange photographs and, it's a kid. He's exchanging photographs, and I think she's pretending to be she's 17 or 18 years old. And, to a 14-year-old kid, a 17 or 18-year-old girl, that's very pretty. It's appealing. So they're going back and forth. Then she asks him for a picture of himself. He sends it to her. She sends him an alleged picture of her. Then she's like, she wants a picture of his chest. He sends it to her. She sends the same type of picture to him. Then, she go on and they go on for a few minutes. Then she said to him she wants him to send her a picture of his private parts because, she sent her private parts to him. So he go ahead and send it. They continue to talk. After about 5 minutes, the whole conversation tone changes because now the person's like, oh, so they put together like a collage. They got his face, they got his chest, they got his phone number across it, and they got his private parts like on one big collage. And then they say that he needs to send them $100 or they're going to make this public. And above each picture above his face, they got pervert, and the other one they got wanted, and then the other one they got is like his full phone number, and then they have his name. And that, they're threatening they're going to make it and they're going to post it all over the internet.
We got to start teaching our kids boundaries at a young age. I was going through my baby phone and I found a text message from one of her so-called friends, whom is Hispanic. And the text said, "Hey, monkey." Now, when I tell y'all, it hurt me to my core to read that, because as a dark-skinned woman with a dark-skinned daughter, every day I'm speaking life into my baby because I know the world is full of colorism.
I just got done going down the whole rabbit hole of like parents checking their kids' phone and getting heartbroken. And as someone who's 20 and has no kids, like, it's just so funny to me as the little kid who was getting their phone checked. Because we definitely the first generation to like go through this shit. And phones, like, you'll really find out who a motherfucker is through that phone. Like, phones really tell everything about you. Like, it's like the biggest invasion of privacy on earth. Because back in the day, it was not no phones. Like, if you was being sneaky, you was being sneaky, and parents would never know. And kids really do be out here living double lives. Like, I was kids, I'm not gonna lie.
You never know who you raising until you check their phone. Parents of teens, preteens, any one of them who have a phone, check them phones. I just went through my son's phone and I was like, damn, who is this? I would never even thought that was my son if it wasn't his phone. I never thought that I raised my son. Well, I didn't raise him to be that way, but I never would have thought that my son was out here doing and saying some of the stuff that he's doing and saying. Check those phones. No matter what. I tried to give him privacy. I tried to give him trust. But that really broke my heart going through my son's phone. He's 14. But going through that phone really broke my heart. Like I say, you never know who you raising until you go through that phone. Stop saying, oh, I know my child. I know my child. He wouldn't do nothing like that. He wouldn't say nothing. Go through that phone. Those folks, just like that man living a double life on you, your child is living a double life on you too. Like, golly.
That the parents going through their kids' phones, especially when they're in that 16, 18 range, it's just like, you know what they're texting. They're 16 and 18. You had your daughter at 18. Why are we shocked? Somebody tell me. My mom hasn't gone through my phone at 18, 17, 16, not even 15. So I that's probably why I'm saying this. It's just like, I'm mighty confused.
Up is realizing that going through your kid's phone is a requirement, and not for the nitpicky going through everything being the strict weirdo. Having relationships, all that is normal. Cursing is normal on a phone. We was all cursing in middle school. You really gotta pick your battles. If I find any sexting in them comments, we're having a sit down. Not because I feel like you're being fast, but because I know it takes one thing. All it takes is one situation of Amanda Todd. All it takes is one situation of somebody posting you all over the school. One, that's a charge if you post it. Do you know if you take those photos and somebody puts it out there, you could get charged for your own photos of distributing CP? Do you even know that? If you don't, then you shouldn't be posting them regardless. And two, half these kids don't know that. So yes, you have to make sure to take care of yours. I don't want to hear it.
We all need to be going through your kids' phones. We just went through our daughter's phone and found some disgusting ass shit. Inappropriate shit, okay? And she was doing it too. Guess who doesn't have a phone anymore? No more phone for her. Lost that privilege because you're clearly not mature enough to have one. But the stuff that these kids are saying in these messages, I don't even know what to say. And then you go and confront the parents and they're like, well, my kid would never do that. Not my kid. My kid would never. Bro, I got your kid on screenshots saying some nasty mean. Then we had one kid, I'm like going through her phone, right? We've been doing this for the last 2 hours. We've been going through her phone. I'm going through there and one kid was like texting and we were like, you need to stop texting. These are her parents. You need to stop. And he tried to be like, oh yeah, what are you scared? You scared? You quaking in your boots? Quaking. He said quake. It's shaking. but he said quaking. He thought he was real tough.